I remember clear as day when my mother and I both became pretty sick during the winter break of 2013, which was 8th grade. Here is a picture of me during that time that my brother took because he thought it was funny that I had 4 blankets on and was still sleeping at 9 p.m. So I vividly recall waking up on one of these sick days at around noon with just my mom and me home. So I slowly woke up and I looked to my right and someone, obviously my mother, had placed water, orange juice, medicine, and a home-cooked lunch right on my nightstand. And I was puzzled, so I asked her, "Aren't you just as sick and just as tired as I am? Why did you do all of this for me?" And her response sticks with me to this day. She said, "Don't worry about me, just worry about yourself." And flashed me the best smile she could manage. Now, raise your hand if you love your mother, or father, whichever you feel kind of. Right. Now, how many of you would die for your mother? See, that one was a little harder. But say for very, very rare cases, I can almost guarantee that your mother would lay down her life for you in an instant. Without a second thought, really. Through a self-conducted survey, I interviewed 100 mothers in my neighborhood, Victoria Gardens, and various restaurants, if they would die for their kid. To clarify, 50 of these mothers had their child in sight, and the other 50 did not. The results are displayed here. Now, notice how nearly both the top pies are entirely blue. Blue meaning yes, they would. So 98 out of 100 total mothers said that they would die for the child. 98%. Now, when was the last time you told your mother that you truly loved her? Or that you genuinely, wholeheartedly appreciate everything that she's done for you? Everything that you put her through, from conception and growing pains or money strains, to a few weeks ago when you might have talked back to her and slammed the door in frustration and really broken her heart. Not just a quick, "Bye mom, love you," as you're getting out of the car, like some thoughtless reaction or recital. When was the last time you told your mother that she was beautiful? Just a simple compliment. According to Ulta Beauty, a cosmetic store in Victoria Gardens, 79% of people in a survey could not remember the last time they told their mother she was beautiful. 79%. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I did so either. And after everything that she's done for me, that's shameful to say, really. So, lying in bed, I thought to myself, this woman, my mother, who's missed only 1 day of work in her 23 years as a doctor, currently horribly sick, has found the strength and energy to make me lunch and put it by my nightstand. Now, my mom came from very humble beginnings. To give some perspective, she doesn't sleep with pillows to this day because she has grown so accustomed to the days when she could never afford any and had to use her arm. In college, she was given $50 a month for everything. Everything meaning gas, food, and leisure, for the few times she had anything left over. Now compare that to how easy it is to get money out of our parents if we truly need it, or maybe if we don't even need it for shopping. According to Business Insider and Rich Relevance, an e-commerce consultant, Pinterest shoppers spend an average of $170 per shopping session. That's 34 $5 footlongs. In comparison, Facebook shoppers spent $95 per session. It's 19 footlongs. And Twitter shoppers spent roughly $70 per session. That's 14 footlongs. According to money.cnn.com, the cost to raise a child to 18 years old for a middle-income, 2-parent family in 2010 was just under $227,000. It's $45,384 $5. And that's not accounting for college tuition. factoring in college tuition, that number is well over $300,000. That's even more football. According to a USDA report, the average middle-income family will spend roughly $12,000 on baby items before the first birthday. So that is 2,400 footlongs that instead went to buying you cribs, toys, diapers, and silly bibs. Now, you can't even do anything cool yet. So here's a picture of me when I was 8 months old. So, like most other babies under a year old, I was pretty useless. I couldn't do any tricks or flips or anything. And so I was just useless. And in my case, I didn't talk until I was just under 2.5 years old. So my parents spent thousands and thousands of potential $5 footlongs on that. It's remarkable. Well, then I thought, enough monetary costs. What about the mental and physical hardships that mom had to go through? According to consumer.healthday.com on sleep deprivation after birth, newborns can feed as often as every hour or two. So imagine being woken up by some lumpy crying thing at, say, 2 a.m. just so it can be fed. So you get it over with, you try to go back to sleep, and then the thing that resembles a potato is waking you up at 3:30 a.m. just so it can be fed. No thanks. According to nct.org.uk on parenting emotions after birth, for a few weeks after delivery, mothers are susceptible but not limited to constant anxiety, feeling irritable, and a sudden bursting into tears. And then there's labor. So there's this thing. It has a decent sized head, and it's 7.5 pounds. That's you and me. And then there's the hole. So the hole isn't that big. So yeah, even if you're numbed up, it's still gonna hurt. So chewing my lunch in bed, I vowed to never take my mother for granted again. Because the morbid truth is, she's not gonna be around forever.
Stop.
And I hope this has inspired you to do just 3 simple things the next time you see your mother. Give her a hug, a kiss, and tell her you love her. Thank you.